Instead of all these activities, sir has taken time and he is going to talk on a very interesting topic, culturally responsive teaching, CRT, culturally responsive teaching, strategies for diverse classrooms. It will be very interesting part for us. Now let us listen from Dr. M. Fakir Ismail. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum assalam wa
Sir. Say, shall I share my screen, sir?
Yes, yes, sir. Your co-host.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And very good morning to one and all present here, the most respected dignitaries, teachers, and academicians. And once again, I say salam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So today, we would like to speak about a very important topic. It is called culturally responsive teaching, CRT, strategies for diverse classrooms. Education is not just about attending the classes or passing the examinations. It is about shaping a meaningful life. Through this lecture, we aim to rephrase our ideas and in concern with overall the welfare of the students. So we are gathering here. What is the purpose of education in terms of teachers, in terms of students? The main objective, the primary objective of education should be the welfare of the students, to promote the students' welfare in terms of academically, emotionally, socially, and professionally. True welfare means students are not only knowledgeable, but also confident, skilled, ethical, and prepared for real-time challenges. How do we measure students' welfare? What is the meaning of welfare? How do we measure? Traditionally, we measure students' welfare in two main ways. During his school or college time, welfare is measured through marks, grades, and ranking something else. So after college, welfare is often measured by the employment, salary, and job position. What is the core issue of students' welfare? So today we are always think about the students' welfare, promotion of promoting the students' welfare, etc. What is the core issue? A student spends nearly more than 14 years of life, pre-KG, LKG, UKG, and first standard to 10th standard, plus 1, plus 2, more than 14 years of life, focused almost entirely on studying, attending classes, writing examinations, completing assignments, and preparing for the future. Now, let us pause and reflect. Ideally, we expect answers. Let us, if we invite any student or graduate to speak for 1 full hour on this question, what have you truly learned from the past 14 years of education? So 14 years is nothing but more than 5,000 days. A student, more than 5,000 days only spent for education. It includes time investment and tuition and everything. So more than 14 years. So after 14 years, simply we are asking a student, what have you truly learned from the past 14 years of education? Ideally, we expect answers such as I learned critical thinking and problem solving. I developed communication and teamwork skill. I learned how to handle failure and success. And I gained ethical values and social responsibility, etc. But in reality, many students might say, I learned how to memorize and pass examinations. I learned how to score marks, but not how to apply the knowledge in present scenario. I am qualified, but not fully prepared for life or work. So this gap, even though the students he was studying in 7th standard, he got first rank, or he or she got second rank, third rank. But after completing 14 years, when we ask the student, the reply is like this. So this gap highlights a serious concern about the students' welfare. So here, the students' welfare is a very question mark. So today, the problem of every student is employment. Let me now draw your attention to a serious and thought-provoking reality. Today, many graduates, after completing years of education, are earning an average salary of rupees 20,000 per month or 25,000 per month, rarely 30,000 per month. On the other hand, it is a situation. On the other hand, a mechanic, a bike mechanic, a car mechanic, or a barber shop earns around rupees 30,000 per month, approximately. There is absolutely no disrespect to these professions. Every job has dignity. However, the real concern is this: a graduate, after spending more than 14 years in education, is earning less than a skilled worker who learned through practical experiences. So this creates a deep sense of frustration among the students' community and parents. Students invest their time, energy, money, and dreams into education with the hope of a better future. When the outcome does not match the effort, it becomes the biggest problem for students nowadays. So this situation forces us to question the effectiveness of our education system. Are we truly equipping students with the skills required by the real world? Or degree alone enough, or should education focus more on practical skills, employability, and self-reliance? Today, then we are moving to the solution. So all the problems, whenever and wherever, whatever the students, we are speaking students' welfare, lot of problems we are facing, the students are facing. The solution is, what is the solution? The solution is culturally responsive teaching. What is culturally responsive teaching? What is the meaning of CRT? A teaching approach that recognizes students' cultural backgrounds. The students are various background. So the CRT recognizes students' cultural backgrounds. The CRT integrates students' lived experience into learning. CRT values diversity as an asset, not a challenge. CRT builds meaningful teacher-students relationship. So nowadays, the classrooms are, most of the classrooms are culturally, linguistically, and socially diverse. So teaching must respond to students' varied backgrounds and experiences. The CRT supports equity and inclusion. CRT promotes academic success. Culturally responsive teaching promotes students' welfare. So this is the importance of CRT. So why we are adopting CRT method in classrooms? Because it promotes equity and fairness in education. It enhances students' engagement and motivation. It reduces cultural bias and misunderstanding. It supports emotional and social well-being. So this slide explains the key principles of CRT. Teachers play a crucial role in creating an equitable and supportive learning environment by demonstrating cultural awareness and engaging in self-reflection. By maintaining high expectation for all learners, they encourage every student to reach their full potential. Responding to students' identities and valuing their voices fosters a sense of belonging and empowerment in the classroom. Additionally, implementing inclusive and flexible teaching practices ensures that diverse learning needs are met, allowing all students to actively participate and thrive. So, what strategies we should follow? Many strategies we have. Use culturally relevant examples and materials. Effective teaching involves using culturally relevant examples and materials. Encouraging student voice and participation helps create an engaging and dynamic classroom where learners feel valued. Adopt teaching methods to diverse learning style. So it may vary, depends upon the teachers. Foster collaborative and cooperative learning. So based on the CRT, I took a research in my classroom. My research objective is, so how the CRT works. So this is the major question. How CRT works in today's classroom. For this, I conducted a research in my classroom in 2023 and 24 for final year graduate students. The main objective of my research is to identify the genuine, realistic talents hidden within the students, discover the abilities inherent in them based on their individual skills, and determine the starting point. So where is the turning point for transforming them into well-developed personalities. So my methodology is, I selected only 46 final year students. I instructed them to visit the book exhibition. Every year, the government of Tamil Nadu organizing book exhibition. So this year also is going on. I instructed in 2004, January, I instructed them to visit the book exhibition held in Chennai from 3rd January to 21st January. Choose the books they like. What you like, you can choose. Take a selfie in front of the respective stall and send it to me. Until I give permission, no one should read the book. Normally, it is against the logic. What is the purpose of going to exhibition? To buy a book and to study. But I gave the permission to, I gave instruction instructed by me to the students, and until I give permission, no one should read the book. What is the students' reply? Students' activities. All 46 students visited the book exhibition on that period with different days. They did not simply pick a book and take a photo standing in front of a single stall as instructed. Instead, they visited multiple stalls inside the book exhibition, searched for books of their own interest, and purchased them. Although they went in pairs or small groups of 3 as friends, except for 2 students, no one chose the same book. 44 books among the 44 students. Only 2 books or 3 books are the same books. Each student selected book individually according to their personal preferences. So here the CRT works. Each student selected book individually according to their personal preferences. They are not selecting the book according to their staff. They are not selecting the book based on the crowd on the exhibition, but they selected the book according to their personal preferences. Why? Why? The answer is, try to recall the period when we were studying from first standard up to fifth standard in our childhood. So everyone was crossing first standard, now we are crossing the childhood younger age. So just we recollect our age from first standard to fifth standard in childhood. In the evening, while returning home, when we opened our geometry box to take out a pencil or some other item, it might have accidentally fallen down. Even if there was a crowd, we would have slightly pushed others aside, saying, hey, move, and picked up our pencil and the fallen object. The same situation might have occurred when we are studying from 7th standard to 10th standard. Let us assume. Do we know what we would have done then? Do not think logically. Feel it through experiences. The same situation happened in 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard in my life, in our life. What is our reaction? So do not think logically, feel it through experience. When a pen or pencil fell down, we would first look around cautiously. If no one was watching, we would bend down and pick it up. But if there was a crowd or people moving around, we would leave it there and walk away without picking it up. So that is the reality. If our approach to actions changes after a certain age, from first standard to fifth standard, our character will different. The same thing happens in 7th standard to 10th standard. Our actions may differ. What lies behind the change? As children, we did what we liked for ourselves. But after gaining awareness, so after attaining maturity, so whatever is called, why did we begin to shape our actions based on how others might see us? Even today, most of us live more for others than ourselves, spending our lives without truly living them for ourselves. So the same thing happens. I realized this, my research findings also same. The books that students chose and brought out not only surprised me, but also astonished the other students involved. When I asked, why did you choose this book? Instead of a reasoned answer, the reply was simply, sir, I don't know why, but I like this book, sir. I got surprised. When I asked the students to compare the books they selected with the traits they exhibited while studying from the first standard to fifth standard, it matched very accurately. So what traits, what skills they possesses during first standard to fifth standard, the same reflection, the selection of books also. Even when asked recently to reflect on the nature of appreciation they had received during the school hours. Some teachers, you are the very best. Your dress code is very, very neat. Your handwriting is very good. So lots of appreciation they had received. The students themselves confirmed that the authentic traits from their childhood were clearly visible. The genuine traits, the genuine skill was possessed in childhood, when developed into abilities, eventually shape our personalities. Today, those whom we regard as accomplished personalities and we have succeeded in contemporary times are mostly people who live their lives guided by quality and merit. So after the finding my the research is a student's childhood character often aligns closely with the type of books they choose to read. So this is the assignment. This is the research, the reading returns. And it done 2023 to 24. The main objective of the research is to identify inbuilt character of my students and find out their original curiosity for exposing them their originality. This is the student. He visited exhibition 13th January 2024. He selected the book The Leader in You. It is the another student. He visited the book exhibition 15th January. He selected the book. He purchased the book Wings of Fire. The student Make Your Will Yourself. The student name is Sivaprakash. He selected the book. He purchased a book Theeran Chinnamalai. Govindaraj, he purchased the book Master Your Motivation. Student Abdurrahman Sharif, he purchased the book Tindamai Oliye Tirukuran Mattume Thirvu. So I have 46 students replies. The main thing is their childhood characteristic and their choice of books are closely correlated. But after +1, +2, college years, academic years, the childhood characters vanish. So what is our originality? Often they select certain books without even realizing why they are drawn to them. Why I am purchased. Asking my students why you are purchasing that book. The student simply says, "Sir, I don't know. I don't know the reason behind the selecting of books, but I liked it." So this like is the real character the student possesses in childhood character. So here, the culturally responsive teaching method plays a crucial role. What is the impact? The impact of CRT is improved academic outcomes. It creates the stronger teacher-students relationship. I am the witness. Today I have a stronger relationship between some of my students because I followed the one principle of CRT. Positive classroom climate, better student welfare and well-being. So these are the impact of CRT. So now it is the wind up. It is the time to wind up my lecture. Before I wind up my lecture, just we recall from slide 1 to slide 3. The slide 1, initial slides talks about the objective of the students' welfare. What are the issues are facing? What are the problems? How do we measure the measurement? The measure of students' welfare falls on two things. During school, college times, we measuring marks, grades, something. So after college years, we measure only the employment, job position, etc. So what is the solution? The solution is culturally responsive teaching. So today we have diverse classrooms. In a single classroom, normally students are more than 30, 35, 40. They are varied from religion. They are varied from languages. They are varied from culturally background. They are varied from skilled. They are varied from cultural. They are varied from characteristics. Some students are very active, some students are very inactive. So altogether, today classroom are totally diverse. So we need culturally responsive. We need to implement. We need to adopt culturally responsive teaching. So in this concept, we think about importance and key principles and strategy. So more strategies are involving in CRT method. So my strategy is I analyze my story. I undertook research in my classroom in 2023-24. I really very much happy to conduct that research in my classroom. I am very happy. So during this way, CRT works in my classroom. Inshallah, I request all the teachers. I kindly request all the academicians kindly adopt your strategy. Everyone unique. Every teacher has unique. Everyone uniqueness. So Allah has created as the uniqueness. So everyone has some potential. Everyone has something different. So you adopt your own methodology, your own strategy, inshallah. So the main objective of the student welfare is the students' promotion, the students' welfare, the students' community. At last, after 14 years, the students' welfare is questionable. So when we are adapting culturally responsive teaching in our classroom, the students' lifestyle will vary. The students' lifestyle will change. Inshallah, thank you, one and all. Once again, I thank the OMIAT organization, especially for Salim sir. Keep on continuing the weekly a processing monthly once it is good. 2 months once it can easy accessible, but every week Saturday and Sunday keep on continuing. It is the main objective of the students' welfare. I wholeheartedly express my gratitude and thanks to OMIAT the team and who are involving this online lecture. Thank you, sir. Jazakallah khairan for the opportunity. Thank you, Jazakallah.
Jazakallah, sir. The brain behind and the force behind these programs. Dr. Kamal Nasser sir is also here, retired professor for chemistry. Let us listen something from Kamal Nasser.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's been one of the my mentors,
Assalam,
sir. Alhamdulillah, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, sir. Sir, how
Alhamdulillah.
are you, sir?
Wa
Alhamdulillah,
alaikum
sir.
salam, wa alaikum salam, sir.
Thank you for your
Alhamdulillah.
guidance, sir.
Alhamdulillah. The session was very uh, informative, and also Sir has done a action research with the students, and Sir has come out with the finding. Whatever the children's characteristics in the primary that reflect their interest in the even in the across the adolescent stage as a youth, they inculcate habits which is based on their characteristics in the primary. It's very good. Really, we have to think over. Most of the participants are our trainees, primary teacher training program participants. Most of them are now attending. So we have to look into the new strategic method uh, to teach rather than chalk and talk method. So we need to look for the innovative ways how we can make it. The CRT is the one culturally responsive teaching and the strategies how to adopt it is very very need of the hour. Alhamdulillah, Dr. Fakir Ismail has made it very clear. It will definitely uh, will be a boon to everyone who attended. Jazakallah khair, sir.
Jazakallah, Fakir Ismail sir. Uh, how a presentation should be, how it should be presented, how it should be introduced, emphasizing, giving force on each and every word, each and every sentence, and explaining all these slides and the depth of thoughts in each slide. So very ideal presentation Fakir Ismail sir has given, and it will be a lesson for all the teachers which who are attending, and hope this will give them more boost to work among the students so that they are culturally more responsive and the teaching becomes aligned with it. With this, thanking Fakir Ismail sir and all others, again, we will be meeting tomorrow with two another great speakers and topics. With this, the program ends.